For most of my life, I've been running from a past that haunted me, running from problems that felt too big to face, and even running from love. My earliest memories are of my mum sneaking food to me because my father refused to let me eat. That kind of hardship teaches you to escape, to run whenever things get tough. And for decades, that's exactly what I did. I ran from emotional pain, from difficult conversations, and from anything that required me to stand still and fight. This instinct to flee nearly cost me the most important relationship of my life. I was with a woman who saw the good in me, even when I couldn't see it myself. She stood by me through everything, yet when things got real, my first impulse was to run away from her, too. I was halfway out the door, convinced I was protecting her by leaving. But something stopped me. Maybe it was the look in her eyes, or a sudden, terrifying glimpse of the lonely future I was creating for myself. In that moment, I realized that true strength wasn't in running, but in staying. It was in partnership, in commitment, and in facing the storms together. But my past wasn't done with me yet. The consequences of my choices came crashing down. I lost homes. I lost cars. I lost every shred of pride I had left. I hit rock bottom, a place so dark I couldn't see any way out. I was stripped of everything I thought defined me as a man. It felt like the end. But it's funny how life works. It's often in our deepest despair that we find the most unexpected hope. Lying on the floor with nothing left to lose, a tiny spark of something new began to flicker inside me. The real turning point, the moment that truly shattered my old self, came from a phone call. It was from Children's Services. My world stopped. The idea of losing my kids, of my past mistakes hurting them, was a pain far greater than anything I had ever run from. Suddenly, I wasn't running anymore. I was standing, ready to fight with every fiber of my being. Around that same time, I saw a photo of myself taken by the police. Looking at that picture, I didn't recognize the man staring back. He looked lost, broken, and hollow. That image became my line in the sand. I was done being that person. That's when my journey back to faith truly began. It wasn't an overnight miracle. It was a long, difficult road filled with doubt and struggle, but I kept walking. I started talking to God again, not with fancy words, but with raw, honest prayers from a broken heart. One night, I finally surrendered. I told God I was done running. I was ready to be planted, to grow roots right where I was, no matter how messy the soil. I learned to trust in redemption, not as a distant idea, but as a present reality. Today, I'm not running from my past, I'm building on it. I've learned that you can't escape your story, but you can decide how it ends. By stopping, by staying, and by facing the music, I found the peace and purpose I had been chasing my entire life. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If it resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content on faith, redemption, and finding your way home. See you next time.